Just hold it for a second. This pops up, and then this
Mom, we're in a Jaguar. This is amazing.
Actually, the mirrors are good.
Yeah. And then all these are. This is pretty easy. That you just fiddle and brake. You just twist it over to drive.
Oh,
nice backup camera.
is there? Oh,
Yes, it's right here.
I'm the wrong one. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Right there.
yeah, it's right there.
Do we have it available? Yep, coming right up.
Well, what do you think?
Let's see. You know what? We can back up a little bit.
Look at that. I love it.
Let's just back up straight a little bit. And then you should have enough. Hard left.
What do you
Do me a
think?
favor and turn the heat on. I get hot flashes all the time.
You want a cooler?
Yeah.
Ooh, that nice. That's a nice sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have. So this is their bait. This is their
Just
baby.
going around the block, or how are we?
We're gonna go up a few lights and just get enough so you get a good feel for it.
Guys turning.
So these are just 4-cylinder turbocharged. So they're actually
Oh.
a pretty small motor,
Okay.
and they've been doing that. So that's a feature that a lot of people don't like, but it's a fuel efficiency thing.
Oh, so
Come
it
to-
turns. Yeah.
Come to a stoplight and it just stops. Like if you lift off the brake, it starts right back up. You can hit this button.
Holy smokers, guys.
I'm glad I'm taking a video of this.
Yeah, I know. Kurt and I were reading about that. How the cars are doing it, where they turn off.
Yes. Yeah, and so it'll go straight. Give you a little bit more. A lot of you'll start seeing that on pretty much. They're saying it may even become a government mandate. It's not just for
That makes sense.
a little bit of fuel efficiency, but also when you're stopped at stoplights and whatever, that you don't have the car's not putting out any emissions. So that's one reason that they do that.
That is pretty cool, though.
But you can.
You want to turn here or go straight?
No, we'll go straight 1 or 2.
I'm just not used to driving this. Is it an electric start then when it does start up? Because I mean, most of the cars you feel like will vibrate and stuff.
You feel like you have to what?
Dude, this is
You
awesome.
vibrate, type of thing, and you don't even get that with this.
Yeah, it's just the system. It's all electronics, but the system is just it's so fine tuned. It just happens just really like nice and subtle and smooth. You can turn here if you want.
So for a 4-cylinder, what's the gas mileage in something like this?
It's like 22 to 24 in a city and like 32, 34 on the highway.
Okay.
So it's actually quite quite good. They used to have. We're going to turn on wells as well. So yeah, so they've been. I mean, a lot of the manufacturers and Jack's done a really great job continuing to try to make the car stay sporty and have good power, but out of like smaller and smaller and efficient engines. So, 5 years ago or something, if you got a 4-cylinder car, it wouldn't. You'd be hard pressed to find one that's quite as zippy as this. So this is really pretty fun. And
Years ago, I had an Isuzu iMark.
what's that?
I had an Isuzu iMark, which was like a Toyota Corolla, so it was a 4-cylinder. So
Right.
and this has definitely got a lot more pickup.
Yep.
Oh, this is nice. I think we should get it, Mom.
Yeah, right.
We'll just borrow, quotation marks about, from the bank some money. Yeah.
So that's the button there that turns that auto on off. So see, now we're just idling.
Idling, yeah.
So a lot of, it's just personal preference. Car's got there's tons of electronic features. It seems like quite a bit, but they're actually pretty user friendly and easy to customize, like to stuff that you would like. And some of the models have like uplit display, and where you could have your speed. You could have some different things up there. You can even actually adjust where it is. And then one thing Jaguar offers. So this is just a broken stoplight.
Yeah, so
Jaguar and Land Rover offer, compared to their competitors, offer quite a lot more color options, both exterior and interior, different leather qualities and whatever. So if you go to your local dealer, you'd be surprised. They'll usually have on the lot. We're gonna go down to 4th. The more popular colors that people tend to buy. But if you said, geez, I really want to get a blue one with a two-tone blue and red interior, or dark gray but with blue stitching or whatever,
wow.
they really offer quite a bit of customization. You know, if you're willing to wait for one that's not just sitting in this showroom, which is kind of cool because then you can personalize it a lot more.
What would the price of one of these be?
So these will range. You know, in the 30s, upwards of 50, depending on all the.
That's not bad though. I thought it would start higher than that.
Yeah, I thought it'd be more.
Depending on all of the
features.
Yeah, depending on all the features and different kind of sporty things. So these will start at 35 and then head up to. They'll head upwards of, you know,
in front of you, buddy. Sorry.
59 or so, which will be like a special limited edition one with a lot of features. But if you went to one that was, if you went to one, like say you had this model, but you got the full, you know, premium package or prestige package, which would have all, you know, all electronics, like
all the bells and whistles, yeah.
And well, the thing is, on the base models, you still have the same, you still have the, you know, the same engine, suspension, everything. So driving the car, you still get the great car to drive. But if you just move up kind of in the low to mid 40s, there's even more technology stuff here, and like all of the, I mean, you can get like Alcantara, you know, that Swedish, and really like high-end leather everywhere. So
are you going to ask him?
What?
What is the one thing you always want in cars?
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
That's my favorite material in the world.
Carbon fiber, you might. They actually have they have a I don't know if they have it on display here because I didn't walk in the whole thing. They have a complete like sport version of. I mean, it's almost like it's street legal, but it's almost made to be a track car. And it's like a 550 horsepower, really light. Real, I mean, it looks like it's a GT race car, but
wow.
So they're making most of the car out of the aluminum, or as the British say, is it aluminium?
Aluminium.
The frame, I'm guessing, is still steel, though, right?
Right. Most of these cars have much more aluminum. The E-Pace, which is the smaller SUV, has a little bit more steel on it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, lots of aluminum, and again, like even the biggest, heaviest cars are like the XJ is the big one. It's like comparable to say like the S-Class, Mercedes, or the 7 Series BMW. Is you know, it's a big luxury car, and if you can't really do it driving around the city here, but we've taken them where we're like on a racetrack or on a little autocross, and
cool.
To be honest, you can't believe how well they handle for, you know, what really is a giant luxury car. You know, they're quite fun.
That's pretty cool. Do you own a Jaguar yourself, or?
I have owned. So to be honest, so all the guys doing the driving stuff here are most of us have racing backgrounds, and so because a lot of these events we're doing some more performance stuff with, say, like the F-Type or the XF, you know, which is the mid-size, the R, which is like the sporty version, and I had an XF Jag, and it was years before I ever did any work for Jaguar, so it wasn't because I did any work for them or got a deal or anything. It was just because I drove the car and you know, absolutely loved it. Right now, I'm driving a little. I live in Miami, so we don't drive too far. Driving a little Lexus, but I'm thinking my lease is up in a few months. We're gonna follow that silver sport brake in. You can just pull right up. Watch that pothole.
Man, that is a nasty one.
I'm thinking to. I think I'm gonna get the E-Pace as my next car, which is the small size SUV. Yeah, and then that just turns into park.
If it were me, I would get the
very nice
F-Type. Yeah, because that's really sporty.
Oh, those are. If you get an opportunity, those are up last.
You can grab my baker.
Yeah. Well, this was fun. Bye, Jaguar. Yeah.
very much.
Mike, it's
Yeah.
safe trips back home,
Thank
though.
you.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, and if you have, if you guys really do have interest in whether it be this one or other models, again, like the product specialists inside, they're literally like they're encyclopedias. Every little option. And there's tons, lane assist, the kind of things where the car will brake for you if somebody, the kid